or something like that, 22 or 20 square meters or more. More. Well, basically, you know, it's not that big stores, right? But create 114, create 161. So probably average revenue per store, 3.3 square meters is one tsubo. So shelf space is very important, right? As you all know. So this is the overall convenience industry. I'm not sure you can get in Vietnam. I'm hoping you try to get this kind of numbers, right? While you're writing a final report. And there is, they said there are 4 operation stores, operation styles. One is a franchise, like a Lawson's is a franchise, voluntary chain, regular chain in single stores. Maybe in Vietnam it's a single stores, I'm not sure. I'm going to explain a little bit of this. This is a franchise chain. This is Lawson's main headquarters and franchisor, right? They get the money, royalty payment from stores, yes, and then they will receive know-how, so-called franchise package, and they also receive the product, goods, or point of sale systems and all that kind of stuff. This is franchise chain. This is very popular. This is I think it's the most popular. This is a voluntary chain. Voluntary chain. Royalty payment. But this is central order. I don't know what is the difference from voluntary chain and franchise chain. Do you know? There must be some rule. I forgot. This is not so clear in the book. Maybe you can figure out what is the voluntary chain, what is the franchise chain. Some rules are different. Maybe they cannot give so much know-how. They just
maybe it could be this one is like all their purchasing is like through the
I see.
Like the general franchise, they could like having like a supply, their own supply chain.
Oh, I see. Maybe they have better control over it, right? They can give you. Okay.
And one more thing, Professor, in the previous one, we did not have any factory. This is a factory or what?
This is various makers, so they collected all orders, and they ordered this headquarters order one makers, other makers, various makers to produce it. But in the case of franchise, they will not take data from order from stores. They just making strategies and how much you're going to sell, so they order.
I don't know, because I attended the seminar and even in franchise, you cannot choose your own suppliers. You have to buy from 7-Eleven suppliers. And only thing they provide you is automated some like an service where you can order stocks online and manage your stock. So I don't see perspective between this voluntary and franchise. I think almost the same.
Maybe in the case of a franchise operation is more control, and then they cannot choose any, like you said, they cannot choose any makers. But maybe voluntary thing, they like to have that product, so this guy is put together and then negotiate with that. There is no negotiation like that in the case of 7-Eleven or Lawson. They will select it, and you must sell it from these goods Right. Probably that is a difference.
Could you give us some examples of voluntary change? For example, in terms of voluntary change, I think that there are some kinds of convenience stores such as 7-Eleven or something like that, but I'm not sure yet.
Probably Seikyo. Is it Seikyo? Seikyo. Like a voluntary chain. It started like a voluntary chain.
Yes.
Another Seikyo? Or are you Seikyo?
Seikyo has supermarket.
Well, but also convenience store and supermarket. Right.
Maybe inside it, like university.
Right.
Daigaku Seikyo.
Yeah, well, Daigaku Seikyo is supposed to be a voluntary chain or something like that. Well, some of the local town, maybe around this area, there is a Seikyo too, right? No?
I don't think so.
No? No stores at all?
It's very small. Yeah,
But actually they have like delivery system.
yes.
Like so like they as a traditional they have grocery
Right.
and they have web store. And in fact like we can order that, and I was trying to do that from my dorm. But they said like they need to put on the box in the front of the room.
Right.
Like the school don't like allow me to do that like that.
I see. Okay. Well, this is voluntary chain, and then next one is a regular chain. This one I did. Maybe let's do this. Maybe I have no idea. Regular chain. They become a group or something like that, and then they just there's no royalty payment. Or this one has had several stores and put together or something like that. Maybe this is not so much anymore, regular chain. Well, next one is a single store. So stores do everything by themselves, right? So it's maybe regular chain is maybe one owner has several stores and then they try to do by themselves. That is a difference. So it cannot be such big one. Maybe in Vietnam it's many single stores.
Yeah. I think in Vietnam, most of the stores are owned by household. I mean,
Yeah, family, papa, mama.
They bought the product from factory or from other retailer, and they resell it to the other with a little bit higher price.
Right. So this is maybe single store operation. Then some rich family has several stores, but not belongs to the group. But now it's many Japanese, in Japan like 30, 40 years ago, same way. But moved to try to belong to the one team, become like 7-Eleven or franchise or Lawson's or something like that. So try to, when you go to Vietnam, try to figure out what's going on. This style of what kind of operations. No, this is Punya, wholesale. I'm terrible selecting correct one. Yeah, it's not a restaurant, it's a wholesaler. Wholesaler, it used to be like this, right? Oroshi. Or somebody can choose correct one, and then maybe you can take a pictures and then replace this one by Vietnamese pictures. And then what's going on, and what kind of operation there.
About like the distribution, like as you said, like Japan has like a series or 40s of that kind of store there, and like they're like purchased by the or like become the franchisees or like a convenience store, and like I heard like the factor that they choose as a like a place is like one is the location, and one other is like they already have license of selling liquor or like selling cigarette, and this kind of like license is limited. So like it's hard to like purchase the other, get the new license, but like they choose to like purchase the existing one.
Right, right.
So it may be like similar situation in the Vietnam or other countries.
Yeah, some liquor license used to be very, very difficult in Japan to get it, right? So this is the same situation in Vietnam or not?
I'm not sure about this.
And sometimes cigarette stores.
Oh, cigarette is.
Nobody must have a license to sell cigarette?
Not a license to sell cigarette, no. It's like cigarette is just like all the other things you can sell with biscuits or Coca-Cola.
Oh, I see.
But, I'm not sure about if they open the store with a foreigner, owner, because I'm not sure about that. Because like in Vietnam, when they go to Vietnam, they had a partner, like a Vietnamese company. So I have to check about this, but I'm not sure.
Then is there any like kind of age limitation for smoking?
For smoking in public?
No, like there sometimes you need to show your card.
Oh, no.
Nothing like that. So even a guy from 10-year-old or something want to buy cigarettes.
10 years old, in Vietnam, you usually the father tell the kids, go and buy me some cigarettes. So the kids go and buy, and the seller still sell them. So I sell to them. Anyway, but for cigarette, using and buying is not prohibited, but advertising is prohibited. So you will never see any poster or advertisement about cigarette, but it's still everywhere.
Well, in Japan, the right to sell cigarettes started like 110 years ago. After Japan had a war with China and war with Russia, and many soldiers are killed, and only widows of dead soldiers were given right to sell cigarettes, so they can live themselves. So that is a very important way to get the money. So that is why the licenses become very difficult. Your family must be dead. Father must fought in that some war or something like that. Otherwise, they cannot get a license.
How about the liquor license?
That one I don't know. Well, maybe somebody can check it. Maybe it goes back to much older time. Liquor license. So it's very interesting. Cigarette is like started like this.